Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Azzahrah for the Zulkarnain. I will present to you my material about deconstruction theory on grammatology by JaquesDerrida. JaquesDerrida. JaquesDerrida was born in Algiers on July 15, 1930. He is of Jewish descent. Algeria is a conflict area because the war was going on in this country at the time. Derrida sees the opposition of Algerian society against colonial rule in third world colonial land disputes. Starting from this experience that became the initial enthusiasm in examining through deconstruction. Of course, this mental experience became the initial spirit in saving his deconstructive thinking. Its role is very important at the basis of science, which is conducts a discussion of everything that exists in a systematic, traditional, and logical manner. So, as they reveal its usefulness, philosophy emerged in 19th century BC in Greece, when people began to think and discuss the state of nature, the world, and the environment around them. Deconstruction theory. Deconstruction theory began to be interested in the world of philosophy as the method that activates the methods of metaphysics in general and metaphysics in the ways. Deconstruction in the methodology used in research on mainstream narratives and differs in the principle of rejection and as obtained in certain aspect, which is considered a spirit concept. To flag our understanding, let's take an analogy with an example where someone may say that the mark left by a drinking glass on the table refers to kills himself as the present. But for Derrida, even a glass must be seen as a counter that shows the theater in the kitchen, the person who uses it. The theater, the kitchen, the person, you see it point to other things, and soon with it something that exists for itself, something that only saw itself as impossible. The former always predates the object, while the object itself is greeted by a network of seconds. For Derrida, deconstruction is used as a philosophical method for tactile analysis so that it can be found and then declared as a wrong thought, which is logocentric and is the case in many Western philosophical codes. Derrida argues that Western language, thought, and culture, since Plato's time again, have always tended that it tries to make a law, and truth. Logos derived from the Greek language refers to speech, and blasphemy. Therefore, logocentric means a system of language, thought, and culture that not only adheres to the need for one-centered law and truth, but consider that law and truth as a true principle of world. The postmodern school of thought reads logocentrism as a way of thinking. And this is a post-structuralism. Post-structuralism is a thought that arises as a result of dissatisfaction and the subbuckle of structuralism. Post-structuralism is synonymous with deconstruction theory. The word deconstruction comes from the arrangement deconstruction. Like structuralism, deconstruction rejects the view that language has definite, specific, and constant meanings. If structuralism is seen as something systematic, as a scientific project, or generally interpreted as a science of second, for structuralism critiques it as impossible. The notion of deconstruction tries to track down contradictory meanings and meanings of irony, giving meaning and roles to peripheral figures so that they become figures to function in the entire text. Characters who are peripheral figures are generally considered insignificant. In deconstructionism, rhetorical characters are considered essential because the speaker play an important role in determining the main character like fate. Now, this is on Grammatology JaquesDerrida. Derrida said, Derrida stated that grammatology is the science of writing and the science of textuality. According to Derrida, grammatology is the science of science. He also emphasized that the concept of writing will determine the area of knowledge because science and historicity are related to possibility of writing. In of grammatology, Derrida states that grammaticals can at least avoiding the question of the essence of its object in the form of a question of arguing. What is writing? Meaning where and when did writing begin? The term has various and even different meanings from one another. In this too, Derrida demonstrates a provocative view of the new science that examines meaning grammatology. And this is the basic concept of grammatology. The basic concept of grammatology include grams, writing, escritor, text, game of diverse, lame, the diverse. The section will describe how the grammatical view of the nature of meaning, how quasi concepts such as writing and textuality influence traditional philosophical ideas about meaning, and the consequence of this view of the referentiality and metaphoricity of language. Through the term grammatology, Derrida talks about the most meaningful unit in language, namely the gram, letter, syllables, and sounds. Differences are not permanent as static entities, but are determined by their relation to others. There is a meeting point between Derrida views of difference and Saussure's cultural view. Derrida term difference is a combination of Saussure concept of meaning as a game of difference and a hermeneutic phenomenological view of the relationship of meaning, experience, and temporality. And this is the reference about material reconstruction theory on grammatology by JaquesDerrida. And this is thank you for attention about my material about deconstruction theory of on grammatology by JaquesDerrida. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.